Hi everyone, hope you're all doing good. Right, this is the third round draw for the 19th edition of the Tapology Lucky Bastard Game. And for this round, there are 6 of you left in the game. Just run through those names again to remind ourselves who's still in this. And they are A, or A, love my ass off an AZ, whatever you want to call him. Cal Foth, Kenhager Ruiz, Fresno MMA, KK Kombu, and down the bottom here we have Trig. So, they're the 6 that remain in the Lucky Bastard game. And for this third round, we have UFC Fight Night, Derek Lewis versus Rodrigo Nascimento. And if this was maybe about a year ago, I'd have probably picked Nascimento to win by knockout, because Derek Lewis was going through a phase where he was just being repeatedly stopped by in the first round. Okay, so he'd get knocked down, and the opponents would just start pummeling on him, and it'd eventually just get waved off. But uh, he's bounced back a little bit, to be honest. To be fair to him, he's had that win over Nascimento, Rodrigo de Lima. So what was his last fight? He lost, but it went the distance. It was quite impressive. What the fuck was that? Oh, that's gonna name escapes me, but he went the distance in his last fight, and I just remember that because that kind of surprised me. Having said that, I'm still picking Nascimento for this one, but Derek Lewis has improved significantly over the last year or so. So I'm only going Nascimento to win by a decision. And quite a lot of his wins have come by decision, which is unusual for heavyweight, but that's he's got a good cardio, so that already puts him above half of the division. Let's be honest. But I think that would be enough to see him past Derek Lewis. But Lewis is improved enough. I can see him making it to the final bell with him. Anyway, having said that, you're not here for me ramble about how much improved Derek Lewis is. You're here to see who you get drawn with. And so let's get on with the draw. First up is A. Let's see who he gets drawn with. He gets drawn with Tabitha Ricci. Tabitha Ricci there for A. She's going to be up against Taysha Torres, and I've picked Sabisha Ricci for a decision win here. I just feel overall she's fought slightly better level of opponents. Julian Robertson, Jessica Penn first come to mind. Taysha Torres, to be fair, she's wasn't too bad a showing in her last fight against Mackenzie Dern, but overall, I just feel that in terms of the admittedly, that was a loss though to Mackenzie Dern. Yeah, we shouldn't obviously note that, but overall, I'd think Rishi takes this one. Cal Foth, next take on the wheel, and he gets Jake Hadley. Jake Hadley there for Cal Foth, one of England's finest. Obviously, I'm rooting for him in this one, obviously being the English fighter, but I have picked Charles Johnson for this one. Simply because, well, it's not just simply because, but I just feel he's just a slightly level above what Jake Hadley's at, in my opinion. I think that Johnson is going to win a decision here, but should also be noted that Charles Johnson is also a hometown boy from St. Louis, Missouri. Which is obviously where this fight night's being held in. So it's got the slight home advantage. I know that shouldn't be a factor, but let's be honest, it is. But I don't think that will influence judges too much. I think he will get the decision, but it will be a deserved decision. It won't be because of any hometown bias necessarily. It would just be because he's won the fight. But I'm not overly confident in that, but I am rooting for you. So hopefully Jay can pull off a bit of an upset there. Can Hago Ruiz next take on the wheel? And just talking about that one, he's got his opponent, Charles Johnson. Yeah, not really a lot I can add on to that, seeing I've just talked about it, but yeah, like I say, got him to win by decision. Most of his fights have come by decision. Yep, I just think that's in this battle of Calfoth versus Kenhago Ruiz. Kenhago Ruiz has got the more desirable fighter to be drawn with. So yeah, let's leave it at that. See what is what it is. Fresno MMA to take on the wheel. Let's see, he's going to be drawn with tomorrow night. And she gets Tisha Torres. Tisha Torres there for Fresno MMA. So funny enough, that's the opponent of Tabisa Ricky. So our first 4 fights, which is already 2/3 of the people drawn, and it's 1v1s. That's very interesting to see. But as I've already mentioned, I've gone with Rishi for that one. So again, of the Fresno MMA versus Laugh My Ass Off an AZ fight, it's I reckon it's Fresno MMA's got the more desirable fighter there. So a couple of 1v1s certainly makes it interesting. Let's see who KK Kombu is going to be drawn with. Is he going to have his own fight, or is he going to be drawn into the mix? He's got Rebellious Despange, so he's got his own separate fight there. How are we spelling that one? I know who I mean. Despagine. The odds would suggest that Despain should get the win. I think he's a -200 something favourite last time I checked. But to be honest, I can see why he's the favourite. He's obviously there's quite a bit of hype around him, given his I think it's kickboxing background, but he's still very new to the MMA scene, and it's up against Waldo Cortez Acosta, who's I say he's. I don't think you're going to see him traveling for titles in the heavyweight division anytime soon, but he is a very, very good gatekeeper, and just come off a win against Andrei Arlovsky, who I know is well past his prime now, but about 15 years past his prime, but still a tough fight. And I think that this is just going to be a slight jump too far for Despange. So I'm actually going with the underdog here, Waldez Acosta, for a decision win. But who knows, mate? KK Kombi is going to be hoping that the bookies get this one right. And now, finally, we have Trig. That's gone quickly, hasn't it? So let's see. The final matchup for tomorrow night is Trig being paired with Trey Waters. Trey Waters there for Trig. Well, excuse me. And I've got Trey Waters to win by 3rd round knockout in that one. I have been kind of going back and forth on that one, him versus Billy Goff. Trey Waters mainly known for his fights in the LFA, Billy Goff Contender Series Alumni, and I think Trey Waters, to be fair, he did have a fight in Contender Series, but lost that one by submission, I believe. And whereas Billy Goff won his one, I'm always a little skeptical of people to come from, especially if they come off a win from the Contender Series. As I always think, the UFC is going to give them favourable matchups. They're going to want to try and push their Contender Series guys, and that might happen. I mean, Billy Goff's got some good knockout wins in the lead up to that, but however, I think it's going to be Trey Waters that finds the knockout there. One thing's for sure, I can't see that fight going the distance anyway, so should be an entertaining fight. Okay, so that concludes the third round draw, and yeah, because there's a couple of head-to-heads here, may as well just mention them. We've got A with Tabitha Ricci. That puts him up against Fresno MMA and Tisha Torres. We got Cal Foth with Jake Hadley up against Kenhager Ruiz and Charles Johnson. KK Combos drawn with Rebellious Despage, and Trig with Trey Waters. So that concludes the third round draw. So let's see how many of you will be. Well, there's going to be at least a couple of you with given it's head to heads, unless something like a no contest or something happens in it. But we'll see how many of you make it through to the fourth round. As usual, with good luck with your picks on Tapology. If you got any bets on this card, good luck with those. And of course, good luck to all 6 of you left in this one. But until next time, so long for now.